残酷な天使のように少年よ神話になれ青い風が今胸のドアを叩いても私だけをただ見つめて微笑んでるあなたそっとくれるもの求めることに夢中で運命さえまだ知らない痛いけな瞳だけどいつか気づくでしょうその背中には未来目指すための羽があること残酷な天使の手で窓辺からやがて飛び立つほとばしる熱いパトスで思い出を裏切るならこの空を抱いて輝く少年よ神話になれ
I hadn't intended to complete the Conqueror seal when Season 14 had started. I'd come back to Destiny towards the end of Season 13 and had fallen in with what would become my regular fire team for raids and other seasonal activities. I'd been floating in a weird middle ground for endgame activities, being an active raider, but not interested in trials and having never done Grandmaster Nightfalls before, as I never had a team to do them with. My fire team seemed pretty set on completing the Grandmasters, and playing with them consistently had led me to have a maxed Pinnacle gear and a plus 15 seasonal power bonus the day before the Grandmasters were released, so it seemed to make sense for me to join them. The original plan was to do each Nightfall and release a video reviewing my experience with the strike. This made sense for the Glassway due to its difficulty and the amount of footage I had, but as the weeks went on, I had difficulty with motivation to produce a video for each strike when many of them we managed on our first attempt. So that brings us to this video. To be efficient, as we have 6 strikes to get through, each strike, except for the first, for reasons that will become obvious in a moment, will be in 2 parts. The first part will be my commentary and thoughts, and the second part will be clips of us getting up to shenanigans in the strike. This is to try and prevent this video from being 25 minutes long because I value your time as a viewer. Please enjoy. Now, I've already made a 12-minute long video on my experience with the Glassway, and if you haven't watched it yet, you should see a link to it somewhere on screen, if I've managed to do the YouTube properly. In it, I said pretty much everything I wanted to say about the strike, so I'm gonna take a break for this one and let one of my fire team give you their take on the Glassway.
Okay, first room. Overloads plus Shanks. Don't get killed by the Shanks and watch out for the Vandals trying to shoot you with their blueberry sniper rifles. Second room. Another overload to yeet or back up and cover your team with the delicious violet light that will be fueling your team's supers. Watch for the barrier and either color it in with stasis or just shoot it a bunch of times if you want to be boring like that. Third room. Boss can be a doozy, but Ursa Furiosa can keep your team safe with the magic trash can lid that I found laying around. Don't forget to Captain America that lid towards the boss, who will be so confused that he might just give up and go home. Fourth room. Floor can be slippery. Make sure to bring your snowshoes. Make sure to grab the trash can lid from the last room so that the enemies can be just as confused. The boss here likes to Emperor Palpatine you, except without all the fanfare, so be sure to take cover behind the conveniently placed geometry. Fifth room. Not much to talk about here. Just get across without losing too many of the crayons you have stuffed up your sleeves. Sixth room. Stand on the magic circle, run away screaming at the top of your lungs because you saw some Shanks that spawned, and they are spicy! Once you've slurped the cereal bowl dry, make your way forward and continue to avoid getting sniped by Randall and his Robin Egg crayon launcher. Boss room. Okay, so for the boss room, you want to make sure to take care of the... Oh god. Why are there 4 overloads rushing this hallway like a mother of 4 on the last day of the back-to-school sale? Well, now those are taken care of, the next thing to worry about are the harpies with legs. Make sure you take out the murder chickens and not get wiped by one shot from one chicken with a hard-on for your dead teammate. Once those are taken care of, you need to carefully take out the barriers because their ouchie fire rockets are sure to nearly probably kill you. That's done, and it appears the back to school sale has announced an extension. We sent the moms scuttling back to their gremlins, and now the last wave of chickens and barriers is here. Be sure to utilize your Tupperware lid to the best effect. Once those are down, kill the boss, and you're done with the ice caves of Ouch.
Having only completed the Glassway the day before, I entered the Insight Terminus with paranoia. Speedy had returned from a recent victory with the Glassway, and Kazdea got tapped in, as he wasn't at 1335 light for the first week. Decap also lurked in the call to provide support between his LFG runs of the Grandmaster. Though assured by my fire team that it wasn't as hard as Europa's Ice Cave, I was still worried. But I had enough confidence the full stasis treatment wouldn't be needed. I went in with Well of Radiance for support, in case we needed some extra damage or healing. We were definitely over-prepared. Having fought through the gauntlet of room after room of snipers and mini-bosses blocking our progression in the Glassway, it had taught us to take Grandmasters slow, and that made Insight Terminus a lot easier. The boss was the only time we were worried we might fail, as Kazdea and I are bad at dodging gladiators, and left Speedy on her own to kite enemies away to revive us. After enough brute force against the boss and its sync plates, we managed to complete the strike.
Oh, bro, walked right in front of my rocket! They're all blind, it's okay. Never
okay,
mind,
yeah.
I'm stuck, I am stuck. Ooh, that's the big arc. No beam.
No beam.
No beam. No,
Yeah,
don't
it's the
hit
barrier.
me.
Please no.
am
Oh,
dead.
please no hit. Ow! Oh god, Vex Milk hurts. Vex Milk hurts.
If you didn't know, now you know.
The more
And
you
knowing
know.
is half the battle.
Bum, 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 bum. The other half is violence.
The little rainbow that goes across the screen, the more you know.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yep. I can
Got a grenade
get
in
shot in the face.
Butterfly in the sky. I can fly twice as high.
Take a look.
It's in
The barriers to our left.
I am killing legionnaires across from us. I am not doing anything else until they're dead.
Gotta double check.
Oh god, I might die.
You're not gonna die. I have faith that you won't.
I appreciate the faith. I fell on the Vex Milk twice. Oh no.
There was
Oh
someone.
no. Okay.
I'm bringing stasis lock.
I'm bringing sexy back.
Don't step in the purple thing. Purple burns. It killed us instantly on Master, so I'm gonna assume that it kills you instantly in Grandmaster.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Like that. Going for this green ammo since you're distracting him over there.
Oh yeah, I got all of his attention. He hates me. It's like clickbait. Kargan hates this man. See what he did to draw all of the aggro of the entire Nightfall directly to him. Come on! Come on! Yes!
First attempt.
Easy clap.
I frequently hear criticism that Destiny 2 has a problem with enemy density, leading to a lack of challenge in firefights, but that definitely changed post Beyond Light, as the strikes after Season 12 have no shortage of enemy clumps. Fallen Saber as a strike, I wouldn't say was harder than the Glassway, but it had its own set of challenges. Each encounter requires deliberate positioning and team fire support to clear out enemies, and the combination of barrier servitors and overload captains leads teams to need to pick what targets they take out based on what isn't invulnerable. Additionally, this strike seems more about conservation of revives than survival, as a few of our attempts ended because we ran out of revives midway through the second encounter, leading to a single player being alive and at the mercy of snipers at the back of the room. The boss itself proved not challenging, just dangerous, as it has no concept of personal space and will come right up to you and throw you against a wall.
Bill Nye the Russian spy. Bill. Yeah, I'm just gonna let you two go ahead on your sparrows. I'm just gonna walk.
No. Nice physics. You know, I stubbed my toe on a rock, that's how I died.
No sparrow this time.
You can't tell me what to do.
Sorry, I don't have the written and directed by Tintin Quarantino dance.
Oh, they don't have cover.
Oh, they don't have cover.
But watch this Witherhorde shot. It bounced off of nothing, huh?
Nope. Not today, Satan. The cover spawned as soon as we completed the objective. Right. Well, now we've both done that, Decap. He's blinded.
Fortunately, blinding does not really do a lot against the captains.
Then I will see you in hell.
Oh
okay.
my god, that man just yeeted me.
Okay. Remember what we say to the god of death.
You?
Yes, please, more.
Clickety-clackety, get in my sackety.
What did we say to the god of death? Harder, daddy.
That made Sky
Why else
Daddy
would we
mad.
run? Why else would we be running a GM Nightfall?
This works.
That's
Hey, you
two.
got all three.
Oh, good job.
I just need my super.
I'll have it here in a second. We'll be alright.
Yeah.
Just don't die to something stupid.
I got the tracers.
Die.
He's
We're
dead.
done.
We're good.
Woo!
Double loot, baby!
Holy sh! That was a
that's a
lot
lot.
of loot.
Inverted Spire was our week of rest. None of us were worried about the strike, as one of us had soloed it on Master difficulty before Grandmaster season had even started. But I was beginning to feel a little burnt out at this point, as Solstice had started, and I had nearly completed my armor for the event by the time we got around to doing the strike. This led me to be a lot more cavalier with the strike, and normally I'd expect to be punished for my laid-back approach, but for once I wasn't. This is a strike where early Destiny 2 had problems with enemy density, as much of the strike is traveling from firefight to firefight, but the combat itself only lasting a minute or two, even on Grandmaster, because of the lack of enemies. We managed to avoid most of the pitfalls, but if you are prepared, you're more likely to be killed in this strike by the buggy gravity cannons and client-side lag than you are by the enemies.
On Arc Empowerment days, if you do the Shatter Dive dash, it is insanely fast. We can skip the gladiators down here.
Well, I f***ed up the
Uh,
jump, so that's fine. I'll
That's
just go
fine.
past
Just
them.
jump down to the next. Yeah, jump down to the next ledge. Chill, bro. Chill.
It's okay, watch. Hey, yeah. Nope, that did nothing. Okay. Yeah.
I'm surprised you have knock-on shot out of that.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not here for it. My heart's not in firing at that many enemies for a long period of time.
And Ghost is gonna be like, "What's the holdup? Why aren't you jumping?" Got 2 legionaries. More legionaries.
You got one more, he just fell.
I'm yeeting in. Nah, you're a Jenkins.
Okay.
Got him.
All the other enemies are dead up here.
Oh yeah,
except for the
you got
other stuff.
everyone but him. Oh hi.
Okay, wait for him to land, and then stun. There we go. Oh, that did not stun.
That was too early.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay, I'm just gonna chill back here.
Apparently.
Thanks for stunning him, game.
It only
Oh
lasts
god,
3
oh god, oh god.
seconds.
Okay.
I like how it says unstoppable shot, and then I shoot, and then he doesn't.
He doesn't
Stun.
stop. Actually, you know what? We're just
Ah, I
gonna do
stuck
that.
him! Let's go!
Well, I've f***ed up 2 shots now. I'm done.
Alright, now blind this guy and let's push him off the cliff.
Okay. He's blind.
Triple blind.
Blind.
There's a lot of blind. Don't jump.
Nope. Here, I will be.
Here's the baby. Look at the baby while I revive.
Thank you.
Oh god, this is gonna end poorly.
It's fine. You're fine. Don't even worry
No,
about
no,
it.
I'm not fine. Not fine. Oh god.
You're doing great. I believe in you. Here, have a rip.
So weak. Nice. Easy GM.
Yeah, that's absurd.
Week 5 arrived, and I was feeling good about our progress. By this point, I had decided to do one large video for the strikes, and all my Solstice grinding was complete. I personally quite like the Warden of Nothing strike, so I was excited to play through it at endgame difficulty, knowing that some of the encounters might prove challenging. However, in the strike, I kept asking Speedy and Killer Kindness about each of the encounters I was worried about as we got to them, and I kept being told that we weren't at the hard part yet. All 3 champion types? Easy. Insta-kill trains for half of the strikes, just don't get hit, forehead. Even the arena fight right before the boss, the part we had been warned as the hard part, turned out to be just an exercise in teamwork and focusing on one objective at a time. Even the boss was easy because of an invisible piece of collision just outside the boss arena that let us hide in safety and fight the boss from a distance.
Oh, do goblins drop
Did you?
like
Yeah.
Yes.
pools? Son of a.
They're invisible sometimes.
Okay, duly noted.
Don't stand in the milk.
Editor, if you could cut out that footage of me just missing every shot, that'd be much appreciated.
They said Edgar. You're the editor.
That's what I was waiting for. That's what I was waiting for. Wow, yeah, no, editor, please remove all of those times that I'm missing all of
I
those
hate you.
Oh, that was a bad spot for my grenade. It's gonna get hit by a train.
shots. My grenade bounced off your grenade. Awesome.
Editor, just cut that out,
Yeah,
please.
no, that's not going in the footage. Oh.
It's alright.
Not right now.
What?
Well, it's a good thing I was already standing here ready to revive you.
For what?
Hello.
Oh, hi. Cool, okay.
Where did that guy come from?
I don't know, but I felt like that one meme in your video over on.
The arena's the hard one.
I didn't mean to do that. Editor, leave that out.
That's just this whole video. It's like the editor has politely declined all of your requests.
So the spot is right here. The second pillar
Now, right?
is kind of where it starts. So I believe you can just go like right there. Yep.
Okay, yeah, I see. Okay.
Yeah, he's breaching cleared now. He's dead. Nice.
And
Bye. That was flat? Okay,
That
cool.
was flat. Yeah,
Just
wait,
gonna
one
super so I don't accidentally die.
sec. Right? Like, it's like, too many Ets!
I probably have the most to say about this strike because it was the one we ran the most because of triple rewards, and it is the freshest in my mind, being the last strike. The Disgraced is a reworked strike from Destiny 1, which I hadn't played before, so I knew nothing going into it. It definitely feels like older Bungie design, similar to Halo 3 and Reach, with boxy rooms filled with enemies and long hallways between them. Thankfully, because it was ported from D1, it has good enemy density, so the fights feel visceral and frantic as enemies come in waves as you progress through the fights. The strike itself is good. My gripes are with the boss. Navoda has way too much health and is too mobile. Most of the boss fight is spent trying to hit her, as if you fire on her she dodges away or hides behind cover, which is good AI for a boss to have. It makes the fight feel like a battle of wits, but when I land a direct hit with a grenade launcher for a combined 15,000 damage, but it only burns off 1/40th of her health, and I miss the last 3 shots because of her dodging, it makes the fight feel drawn out, especially when you have to clear waves of adds between the first and second damage phases. And you already have to do a DPS check on her before you get to the boss room proper.
Quick. We must fly over the enemies.
The floor is lava, so you know,
Confused.
Oh, the lava.
just gonna make some orbs here, you know.
Here, 1 sec. Okay, I will be joining
We'll
you in
get
a
it going
moment.
out.
Hello.
Doing the last
GM.
nightfall of the season?
I believe it. I don't like this. I got my eyes on you guys though. Making sure you're not doing anything shady, okay?
Yeah. Oh, I love my ghost. Oh, he's wearing a hat and has a sunglass. Oh.
This is bad.
Jesus Christ! Girls, why? So many. Didn't get me up here, but it'd be good. Everyone's distracting them.
Yep. The mad lad is actually going for it.
I figured may as well. Really
Careful.
use my
Oh, that was so lucky
That
that
was
it got
very-
frozen.
Alright, well. Leroy Jenkins.
More or less.
There we go. Easy.
Congratulations, you've made it through a season of Grandmasters with me. What have I learned in the last 9 weeks of recording and editing this video? Well, I'm definitely a glutton for punishment, as fighting through 6 weeks of Nightfalls while still raiding and completing the seasonal challenges in Solstice was brutal. It's a quick way to burn out, and I was worried I would reach a point like the first time I had to quit Destiny back in Season of the Dawn. But that happened because I approached Destiny 2 like a solo game. I did most of the content on my own. I had various fire teams through the years, but nothing as consistent and driving as the group I find myself in now. Having a group that always seems to have someone that wants to do something or is willing to help you out with a challenging strike or a weird collectible has really allowed this and all of my content on this channel to exist. And I think they feel similarly. While I was editing this, I found a bit back in week 2 where Killer Kindness and Decap were going to try and do the strike together, but neither of them had the other on their friends list, as they'd only maybe raided together once or twice. Fast forward a couple of weeks, and they were two-manning the Nightfalls just to see if they could, and now spend half of their time in-game finding new and exciting ways to break out of the map and spare a flight unreachable areas. It's bizarre to think that they were nearly strangers a month and a half ago, because it feels like we've been a fire team forever. So, this video goes out to them, and Speedy, and Kazdea, and Fuse, the 5 crazy people willing to go on this journey with me. Into the end, are some of the strikes unbalanced? Yes! The Glassway is still too hard, and the nerfs to Anarchy are going to make Grandmasters a lot harder if the Fusion Rifle buff doesn't pick up the slack. But does that matter in the end to me? Not really, because I'm sure that despite that, we're going to fight and struggle against the wall together, and find a way to get through it. Turns out the real Grandmaster was the friends we made along the way.
Love and pride, because of that, it's killing me inside.